Hello everyone, how are you feeling today? It's NRS71 here, and today I'm coming at you with a Cyberse deck profile. After, of course, the Flame of Destruction support. Now, the last set, of course, Flame of Destruction, that one I talked about, gave the Cyberse deck a really nice chunk of support, but in my opinion, not enough to make the deck like super good. In my opinion, until we'll not get the starter deck support, the Cybernetic Horizons support, and the powercode link structure deck support, this deck will not be able to function to its full potential, or just will be good enough in my opinion. But without further ado, let's get started. I'll show you, in my opinion, what you can play with the most budget as possible. Of course, not counting the extra deck, and we'll get to that, but the most budget as possible in the main deck to be like the most optimal build in my opinion. So starting things off with the Cyberse monsters, you want to run 3 copies of Balance the Lord. I don't think you need any explanation. This card is probably the best Cyberse monster. It's another normal summon for paying 1000 life points. As well, just in general, it's just another level 4 special summon if it gets banished. It's an amazing card. It's awesome. I have no words to like how much this card is awesome compared to the others, unfortunately. Next up, we're running 3 copies of Perforn. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not 100% sure about this, but yeah. Anyway, this card is awesome as well. This card lets you to tribute summon a level 4 or lower Cyberse monster, and then special summon normal monster from your deck with a level equal to the monster total. So let's just say you tribute a Balance the Lord, and you get to special summon up to 3 monsters from your deck, 2 level 1s and 1 level 2s, which we'll get which we'll get to that when we get to the normal monsters. And it's also really cool because I believe you can also tribute himself, but the idea of how much flexibility you can get, like you can get additional monster at the very least when you tribute like a level 2 even. And it's so good because you can even get the monsters from your deck or your graveyard. So even if you're like other monsters and you open up with them, you can still get like 3 monsters to the board if you tribute a level 4, which is amazing. In my opinion, this card is a really amazing card. I'm probably talking about it way too much right now, but in my opinion, it's probably the second best Cyberse monster. Next up, we're playing 3 copies of Dragonet, which in my opinion is still a very needed card in the deck. Not the best card in the world right now, because we got Prothorn and other cards that like becoming better than it, but still a really good Cyberse monster because we don't have a lot of option yet. And in my opinion, still, this card is really good. And it's like normal summon, get to special summon a level 2 or lower normal monster. So it's still pretty good. Next up for your normal monsters, you want to run 3 copies of Prothorn. And 1 Protorn, I believe. And 1 copy Protron. And 1 copy of Digitron. I don't know what happened to my tongue today. But anyway, Protron and Digitron are really important. 1 copy of Digitron because you tribute a level 4, you summon those 3. You tribute a level 3, you summon those 3. You tribute a level 2, you summon those 2. You tribute summon a level 1, you tribute this one. Of course, like if it's not working, you can also have the option of summoning those 2 if you have a level 3. But the idea of running 1 Digitron is just working flexibility with the levels. So this is probably your better one right now from Flame of Destruction because A, it's working with Linkaribo, which is amazing. And B, it's just like I said, Prothorn. You get to special summon 3 monsters if you tribute a level 4 and so forth. And if you didn't understand, you're more than welcome to go back a few seconds and see what I explained right now. So that's pretty much does it for the 3 of Cyberse. Now we'll move on to the more additional supportish that you want to run as a 2 of or less. So 2 copies of B-Trooper. An amazing card that I don't understand why people do not run at the very least at 1. I run 2 because I think it's amazing. You discard a level 2 and you get to special summon this card. You can discard your dead Prothorn and your dead normal monsters if you do not want them, and then use Prothorn effect to tribute this and then get 3 monsters. Like, this is an amazing card, and it's working once again with Prothorn, the level 1 looking cute beast. It's working with it so well, so I don't understand why people do not run this card. Like, this card is amazing, in my opinion, and it's going to also become better when we get, what is his name again? Cyberse Gadget. So, until then, this card even haven't reached its full potential, and it's still really good, in my opinion. Next up, 2 copies of Backup Security, because if you control a Cyberse monster, free special summon. If you feel like it, you can also cut it down to 1, but I felt to myself I still want to see this card in my opening hand because I still don't have the Lady Debugger to search this, which is, of course, the cards that we're supposed to get in Power Code Link. And then 1 copy of Link Infra Flyer, because it's not as important as Backup Security, but still really, really important because this card is just, again, a free special summon if you control a Link monster and have a free arrow to special summon a monster to. And it doesn't even have to be your Link monsters. As long as you have a monster with a Link arrow on the field, you get to special summon this card. And I'm talking about like a monster with a free Link arrow, so that you can just put a monster in there. Next up, for your one-offs of Cyberse monsters other than Link Infra Flyers, I'm running 1 copy of Degrade Buster because you can just banish 2 Cyberse monsters from your grave, special summon him. Special summon this card, of course, when you control no monsters, so that's why I'm also running 1 Link Slayer. 1 Boot Staggered because special summon if you normal summon a monster. 1 Link Streamer because if you normal special summon a monster, a Cyberse monster while this card is on the field, you get to a free token. Stock Reviver because if you use it to a Link summon, you get to special summon a level 4 lower monsters that was used with him for the Link summon, so it's really, really cool. And Dot Scrapper because if this card getting to the graveyard or getting banished, you get to special summon him. So that's really, really cool in my opinion as well. Next up for these spells, we're running 3 copies of Signed Backdoor and 3 copies of Gold Sark. Gold Sark, I'm pretty sure a lot of people understand why it's so good, because it can banish your Balancer Lord and you get a free special summon if you do not open it within your opening hand, but it can also be used for your Dot Scraper. As for Signed Backdoor, you can just banish one of your level 4 lower, so like whatever monsters that you want to either dodge removal or dodge other stuff, and then get it to attack next turn as well. Just, again, this is a really, really good card to work with Balancer Lord, because you just get Balancer Lord, you activate, you get the additional normal summon with his effect, you activate Signed Backdoor on this, and then you get the ability to banish this and then special summon another monster. So Signed Backdoor, in my opinion, have a lot of utility in the deck. This card is pretty awesome, and it's also like summoning the monster next turn, and then you can attack directly, which is really, really nice. And that pretty much does it for the searching spells, I would call them. I'm not 100% sure what to call them, but I think I'm going to call them the free off combo starters, because we also have the 2 offs combo starters that I also run. So 2 copies of a one-time passcode and 2 copies of Unexpected Die. You control enough you have enough normal monsters in your deck, so you can make full usage of this, as well as you can make full usage of this because it's summoning you normal, of course, a token for a Cyberse monster, which you can use for Link Spider. So that's really, really cool. And that it is for that. And then for the one-offs, first off, we'll start with the revival spells. 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Soul Charge, because Soul Charge and Monster Reborn, they're just continue your combos, really, really important, and I like to run those cards. If you do have the ability to run World Legacy Succession, as well as Monster Reborn, and you think you want to run them as an additional combo cards, I more than make you welcome to like run those, because they're just additional reviving spells, so you can use that to your advantage. 1 for 1 because you can special summon your level 1 monsters like Prothorn, which can start your combo even more crazier. 1 copy of Foolish Burial to send the 1 monster that you want to the graveyard, most of the time Dot Scrapper, so that's really cool. 1 copy of Double Summon because I don't have the Brilliant Fusion engine, and I don't think like running the Symphonic Warrior engine as well is really, really useful, and sometimes I don't see my Balancer Lord, so this is another way to just get another normal summon. And then 1 copy of Upstart Goblin because Upstart Goblin is a 39 deck consistency. And that does it for the main deck. We're not running traps because I felt like I don't really like traps, because I want the deck to be as most consistent as possible. But in the future, like I said, when we get the more like good support, I might actually start to run traps again. And that does it for the main deck. Like I said again, let's move on to the Link monsters, of course, in the extra deck. So we're running 2 copies of Link Spider and 2 copies of Proxy Dragon. The 2 more basic Link monsters for the deck. And then we're also running 1 copy of Binary Sorceress, 1 copy of Akashic Magician to get rid of annoying monsters in its Link, which is really cool. Underclock Taker to finish games. Recovery Sorcerer, if a monster dies, you can just get to link summon it with it, so you can just get it back and then just link summon it with it. and then 1 copy of Honeybot to have another different kind of protection. Tri-Gate Wizard because another protection. Degree Suit to get rid of an annoying monster if you need to. Encode Talker and Decode Talker for the Code Talker monsters because they're really good. Decode Talker becoming bigger, and Encode Talker another card to finish games. Borlow Dragon and Firewall Dragon, which are 2 cards that you, if you do not have the money to, you can run something else. But they're really good as well because Borlow Dragon, you all know what it does, and as well as Firewall Dragon, just an amazing card in this deck because it helps you continue plays like crazy. So that does it for the main deck and extra deck, and that does it for the Cyberse deck profile. So hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Hopefully this deck profile was good enough for you, for your taste, and if you have any comments and anything that you think that could have made the deck better, just let me know in the comment down below. I'm just saying to you, I don't have the Brilliant Fusion engine, and I do not think that the Symphonic Warrior engine is good in this deck, in advance. So if you guys have any other tech choices that you think that I should run in the deck, you're more than welcome to let me know in the comments down below. So until next time, guys, see you in the next video. And remember, creativity is the key in this game. Have a good day, guys, and stay safe.